P varies directly as Q and inversely as R. When P equals to 24, R equals to 12, and Q equals to 9, find the relationship between P, Q, and R, and P when Q equals to 35 and R equals to 16. Okay? Just pay attention, okay? It's simple. Now, to solve that question, the question is a bit similar to what we just did. It's just that we have an inverse. You understand what I'm saying? We have an inverse. So, now, P varies directly as Q. So I'm going to have P varies directly as Q and inversely as R. This is the mathematical expression for that statement. Do you understand? P varies directly as Q and inversely as R. Inversely simply means the reciprocal of that letter. For example, let's say we have the inverse of R is what? 1 over R. Are you getting it? So now we have P varies directly as Q and inversely as R. When P equals to 24, P equals to 24, the value of R equals to 12 and Q equals to 9. Now we are asked to find the relationship between P, Q, and R, and we are asked to find P when Q equals to 35 and R equals to 16. Well, to get the relationship between P, Q, and R, the first step is that we have to change these variation signs to an equals to sign, okay? Now, for this, I'm going to have P equals to KQ all over R, okay? Having gotten this, to get the value of the constant, which is K, we have to substitute the value of P, Q, and PR and E. Yes, PR and Q as 24, 12, and 9 respectively. So I'm going to have 24 equals to, now, we don't know the value of K, that is our goals. Our goals now is to determine the value of K. So Q has been given as 12, so I'm going to have 12 multiplied by, okay, Q has been given as 9. 9 multiplied by K all over R. R is 12. Do you understand? Okay, having gotten to this step, you can get the value of K, or you can still reduce this. So I'm going to have 24 equals to 3 over 4 and 3K over 4. Now cross multiply, I'm going to have 24 multiplied by 4. 24 times 4 will give us 96. So I'm going to have 96K equals to 96 over 3, right? Yes, because for this I'm going to divide both by 3. Or maybe we should do it step by step. Let's do it step by step. This 3K equals to 96. Divide both by 3. This over 3 and this over 3. K equals to 32, right? Now, having gotten the value of K as 32, we can now determine the relationship between P, Q, and R by substituting the value of K as 32 into this. Do you understand? Okay, so for this, okay, let's erase this. So P equals to KQ all over R. P equals to K, which is 32. 32Q. What is the value of Q? We don't know it. All over R. You can see now. So that is the relationship between P, Q, and R. Do you understand? Now pay attention again. You see, in solving a question of derivation, there is something called constant. The constant is very important as far as solving the question is concerned. So in an attempt to help us to change this to equals to sign, I introduced constant as K. You can use any value. Are you getting this? But I use K here. So I get the value of K as 32 by substituting the value of P as 24 and the value of R as 12 and the value of Q as 9. Okay? Having gotten 32, the relationship is this. But I need to find this constant. So I got this constant as 32. Then I replace it as 32. That means the first question is complete. Now, for the second question, we are asked to find P when Q is 35 and R is 12. Find P when Q is 35, and R is equals to 12. Okay, and R is equals to 16. And now equals to 16. Well, that's simple. All you have to do is that P equals to Q is now 35. So I'm going to have 32 multiplied by 35 all over 16. Do you understand? Okay. 32, okay, we can still divide. P is equals to 16 here 1, 16 here 2. So I'm going to have 2 times 35. 2 times 35 equals to 70. So the value of P when Q is 35 and R is 16 is P equals to 70. Do you understand? Okay, so that is the solution to that question. Now, let me give you the steps. In solving any question on variation, listen. In solving any question on variation, be it direct, indirect, joint that we are dealing with, the first step is that you have to change the variation sign to an equals to sign by introducing a proportionality constant. Now, having done that, you have to get the value of k with respect to the variable that you're given. And when you are done, you can proceed to solve for anything that you're asked to solve. Do you understand? Okay. Let's consider this question on joint variation. M varies directly as n and inversely as the square of p. If m equals to 3 and n equals to 2 and p equals to 1, find m in terms of n and p. We are asked to find m in terms of n and p, okay? From the first statement, we are given that m varies directly and inversely. Okay, directly as n and inversely as the square of p. So, let us write the mathematical representation of the first statement. M varies.
To watch the complete class, kindly click on the link in the description of this video or the comment section, okay? See you in the next class.